things have been pretty hectic since our camp in Saas-Fee. So from there, I spent a day in Basel in Switzerland. Then from there, a nice long drive down to the south of France, sort of close to the border of Spain, where some of my family was on holiday, to join them for a few days. And then a big tasty 11-12 hour drive back to Austria yesterday. So things have been pretty busy. So in my last sort of fitness video, I had a couple of requests. One asking what sort of a week of my training looks like, including reps and sets, and another asking for a few more, asking to see some more of the balance and rollerblading stuff I do. So in this week's video, I'm going to try to do a bit of that. It's a little bit more complicated because we had 2.5 hard weeks out in Saas-Fee, and it's Monday now. We're already leaving on Wednesday, so it was a 10-day break. So that means this time between is a little bit less intense in terms of volume, as well as me sort of shooting around all over the place, balancing my sessions with that. But I can sort of give you an overall idea. It's going to be a little different. Ooh. It's a nice day. It's Jai that sets up all my programming, and I sort of check in with him with how I'm feeling, how my body's doing. So for this week, started off the week with easy jog plyo session in Basel, which I didn't film much of because I ended up breaking my GoPro. This is the mount for the bottom of the GoPro. I was running with my backpack on and things in my backpack, including my drink bottle, and it got smashed around a bit and just came straight off, which isn't great. Oh, I need a break. Not using hands. The same day followed by steady state zone 2, 90 minutes, keeping the aerobic fitness topped up. Then I did film a few bits while I was away, my gym sessions, some cardio. 6. Meat and cereal in my car. I haven't been on holiday, like a family holiday, for a long time. Luckily this sort of matched up in between my camps, but I've still got training to do, so to make the most of the time, I'm up early to go to the gym. Eating breakfast in the car because I don't want to be too noisy in the apartment, although I definitely was too noisy already. Anyway, I need to get to the gym and get this session done. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues, and in the dirt, down in the dirt. I was up a bit later last night with my family, and I sacrificed some sleep and decided to get up early anyway, so I probably got about 5-6 hours sleep, not the best, and I was driving all day yesterday, so it seems as though I've been burning the candle at both ends, and I paid the price today. I really struggled with my spring. I was doing a clean complex doubles with a front squat on the second clean, meant to be at 115, which wouldn't usually be an issue, and this morning I managed one set, just had to drop down to 110, which still just felt heavy today. Still managed the heavy deadlifts though. I think it was just my spring and my zip that was missing. Sleep and rest are important. Skimp on those and you're gonna know about it. Another car breakfast this morning. I made sure I got to bed at a good time. Building up to some heavy single front squats with some back offsets after. Come down, feels easier, move it fast, speed and power is what Jai said here, followed by some stiffies and core. Feeling much better today than I did in my session the other day. Finished. Now, someone asked me about sets and reps. I won't go into that today, but I will when I get back to Austria and I'm in the gym. Jesus, hot in here. So my week is usually split into having 3 lifts, incorporating a back squat and a front squat, cleans, RDLs, Romanian deadlifts, and single leg work. So you're splitting them up to be able to train multiple times a week and not just hit the same thing. And between the strength sessions is when I'm doing cardio. As the volume's low this week, cardio generally hasn't been on the same day, and on the days between, so far it's been low intensity, steady state stuff to sort of take on the gains from the last few weeks in Saas-Fee, because we had a lot of lifting, a lot of running, and a lot of skiing. In terms of reps and sets, that's quite personal to what your end goal is. So I was on higher reps at the start of the summer, and then I've come down to more sort of 4s and 3s. And now this week, I'm actually building into heavy singles, which I believe is working on recruitment. So you're recruiting the whole muscle. I could be very wrong. I'm gonna have to get more clarity from Jai on that.
So I would say working in different rep ranges brings about different adaptations. Earlier on in the program, you might be somewhere in the 8 to 12 range, which is also a good time to really drill good form and good technique. And that's typically more of a hypertrophy range, which is a classic kind of bodybuilding range, which is ultimately what you're doing is building up the body so that later on you can handle those heavier loads without the form breaking down, because you've got that foundation. The lower the reps tend to be more neuromuscular, really recruiting as much muscle as you can to lift that weight, so you can get very strong without necessarily being very big. The 3 to 5 rep range tends to bring about a very dense, strong muscle, and if you want to be strong, powerful, and have a good strength to weight ratio, and you can really get a lot of that work done in the lower rep ranges. Obviously it's all quite individual to the training experience and the history of the athlete. You wouldn't want to jump straight into heavy weights without a good foundation, so doing somebody else's program just because that's what they do isn't necessarily the best for you. And at different times of the year you might bring in different phases of training. You know, Laurie's really gone for a work on his strength and power and really bring up that element of his strength and conditioning. And later on, you know, when the skiing ramps up, there won't be so much heavy lifting in and around competitions. It will just be maintenance and not too much knock-on effect into the skiing.
But that's very personal. Usually it's 3 to 4 sets, sometimes 5 if we're going really big, or sometimes if we want to do front and back squat, we'll do 3 of each or 2 of each. But generally I'm doing 3 to 4 sets from the 3 to 5 range. Jump squat pyramid, hand cleans, EMOM cleans, heavy single back squat, single leg work through the hammies. Let's go. For me, I think one of the keys is mixing things up a little, keeping the body guessing. You're alternating between different exercises, stimulating your body in different ways. Single EMOMs, double EMOMs, clean complexes, back squat, front squat, deadlift, single leg squat on a box, off a box, Nordics, stiff leg deadlifts, Swiss ball, hamstring curls, a whole ton of exercises we do and move between, keeping the body stimulated and not in a plateau. I took more time to sleep last night and chill this morning, but my spring is still not abundant after the drive, and I think I've just been burning the candle at both ends. That's my main problem. I find it difficult to admit if something's too much and to notch back according to how I'm feeling for a long-term gain rather than a short-term I'm gonna do more than everyone sort of thing. So it turns out I had COVID. Got back after the gym, I just wasn't feeling good. My energy really zapped at the end of the session, and I thought, well, let me just check. Did a test, yep, I had COVID. I was meant to be leaving today to Saas-Fee, so all the other guys are currently arriving there. I'm actually starting to feel a bit better. Yesterday I felt quite bad, so it looks like I'm coming out the other side. But what I wanted to show you was something that you'll see in the next videos that I think will be quite cool. I just got this new camera, Insta 360. Yeah, I think you should get some really cool content from this one. I'm excited. I haven't had the energy to open up the package yet. That's the end of this video. Hopefully I don't take much more to recover and I test negative quickly so I can get out and join the other guys in Saas-Fee. Otherwise, hopefully see you next week with a video in Saas-Fee. I just arrived at the gym. There's a peacock outside. A peacock. Wasn't expecting this.